Okay, Sister Annie.
All right, so we are back and we're getting ready to put in some plants in this bed that Bernard and Anthony and myself we wonderfully filled. And Beth did a great job pulling out some weed roots that we don't want to take hold as our plants are growing. We don't want them to compete for food. So we're going to put in what we call brassicas. And brassica is the family of collard greens, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale. This is Latoya's favorite, so Latoya, we got your kale for you. Um, what else is in there? Kohlrabi is in the brassica family. So we're putting in our brassica family now. Brassicas are considered a cool weather plant, so we can put these in early spring. This is the best time to pull it in. We wouldn't want to do this later in the summer because they can't take the heat. So we're going to make a couple of holes. We're going to start by making a little square. So I'm going to start here. And we're going to do one here and one here. We can put 1, 2, 3 plants here. And what we're going to do is dig a hole deep enough so that we can put the plant in as far as the first bottom leaf. And Bernard or Anthony, why do you think we want to put it down that far?
So the roots can spread
Exactly.
evenly.
Right. Very good. So we want to have maximum room. Get these guys out of here. Okay. So we're gonna put in collards, everybody's favorite. You like collards?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Bernard, you like collards?
Yeah.
What about you?
I love them.
All right. And I know a lot of people here. So when opening, I'm going to rip it down the side. Now these are our baby plants. They're called transplants. They're not full grown yet, so we can't eat anything yet. But they're our babies, okay? And you see I'm doing this very gingerly. And I'm pulling on what's called the root ball. Not by the neck of the plant, because that's like me choking you. I don't want to choke my plant. So I'm going to pull it by the root, or the root ball. Squeeze it to loosen up the roots, and you see the roots on there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in, and we've got some organic food that we will put in before we pour the water, because we want the roots to get fed immediately. So who has younger brothers and sisters?
I do.
Okay. How much do they eat?
A lot.
All right. Do you know why they eat so much?
Because they're growing.
Exactly. And that's the same reason why we got to put a little food in here. So now Bernard's going to pour some water in. So if they didn't eat and drink water more than you do, they wouldn't make it, right? We're going to put the soil back in. And I'm going to fill this up until it goes all the way to almost to the top of the plant. Voila. So if you notice, I stuck it in as far. You can even take this leaf off and take it all the way up here. Okay? So we're going to put 2 more here, and then we'll put another set of brassicas in. And as a quick quiz, gentlemen, what plants are in the brassica family?
I know it's collard greens.
Yes.
The only one I know.
It's not kale, is it?
Kale, yes, you're right.
Kale. Dinosaur kale, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Anybody eat curry cabbage?
Yeah,
oh,
I do.
cabbage.
Cabbage is in that family. Okay. So you go ahead and pull one. You go ahead. There you go. And then Anthony, I'm going to have you come here and do this one. And here's the plant food that you put in. And you want to put it, you could do it either way. You can put the water in, then the plant food, or the plant food and then the water. Excellent. And Anthony, that's all you're taking out. Just put it right back in to cover up the plant.
All right.
Y'all are doing a good job. And just stand it up with one hand. Yep, you good. Look, there you go. All right. So you're going to tear it right there. And you don't want to pat it down too tight. If you notice, I did it very softly because we don't want to suffocate them either. That's very good. Excellent work. And while Anthony is putting in that one, we'll start another row of a different kind. We've got two kinds of kale here. And like we said, we know LaToya loves kale. We're going to get her to make us some kale chips. What do y'all think?
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Very good. And here's the plant food. Okay, so now I'm going to make another square for you. The squares allow us to give the plants enough space. These are bigger plants. So I'm going to give you a curly one. Normally I would make a grid, but doing this with the shovel, making little boxes, works just the same. What we're practicing too by kind of mixing up a little bit is called companion planting. These plants all work together and help feed each other. And so they'll help each other grow. There are some plants that taste well together when you cook them. And so if they taste well together, they probably grow well together. All right, so as we work out this bed, we'll come back so you can see the end result. And that'll be our lesson today for planting.